All right, back here on the Bears Sports Network, a 90-79 victory for Lenoir-Rhyne over University of Mount Olive, and standing again here with head coach Cameron Sealey. And Cam, I know I talked to you, it seems like 5 minutes ago. It was about 10 hours ago, but very quick turnaround. But regardless of the fact that it was a quick turnaround, you solved a lot of issues from last night. Cut the turnovers down big time at 26 giveaways last night. Only had 17 tonight. Both teams with 17 turnovers, but you cut the turnovers down, got the three-point shot going, and thanks to players like Justyce and others putting in a good effort, you're able to get your first victory of the season. Nice bounce back. I know you're happy. Hey, it's your first head coaching win at Lenoir-Rhyne. Congratulations.
Thank you. You know, it's funny. Flick texted me last night, and he was like, you know, Pat Summitt lost her first game, so you're probably going to win tomorrow. I was like, I'm not Pat Summitt, but I'll take that as a compliment. But, yeah, we had 5 people in double figures, which is huge for us. Justyce, she had an outstanding game. She was, one assist short of a double-double. That's huge. We need that from those 5 people every single night. I think, Cassidy had 10, 6, and 5. Like, Kendall had 17, 5, and 5. Like, those are just huge numbers for us. And I know that's a lot of points for every single night, but I don't need that much, but I just need that effort from them every single night.
You know, I was talking to Justyce about how you have sometimes one player that kind of all the offense goes through that player, and sometimes the motto is, and I'm sure with all your time playing here and, of course, at Wofford and other institutions, now coaching here at Lenoir-Rhyne, you kind of think about that. You know, all right, let one player have their points. Was that the case today with Felicity? I know Justyce says she was just making good shots. What's your opinion?
Felicity, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Felicity Havens with...
Oh, with 41? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know her first name. I only know her second name.
That's okay.
Second name, last name. But Felicity, she's a really, really good player. She'll end up being an All-American in Division II, and 41 and 10, like that's unheard of numbers. But there at the end, she couldn't miss, and we kept fouling her and letting her get to the line, and that's just an impressive outing for her. And if she continues to do that, she'll absolutely be an All-American in Division II.
University of Mount Olive, of course, coached there by Wendy, and that's a legendary coach. Been here for 17 years now at University of Mount Olive as a young coach and starting to kind of find your way. We all have to find our way, and regardless of your profession, do you look at something like Coach Wendy and kind of say, you know what, there's some things I can kind of pick up. I know she's a competitor, but gosh, talk about a good coach. He's been here 17 years at University of Mount Olive for a reason. Do you kind of look over and think, you know what, that's something I could pick up and use?
Yeah, I actually really wish I could whistle like her. I don't know if y'all heard it, but like she whistles really loud, and sometimes I need to get their attention, and they can't hear me. I was like, if I could whistle like that, but no, her offensive back screen, her motion, her basic, all that, like she does, it's really good. I mean, they put up a lot of points every single game. We just happen to put up a little bit more, but I mean, they're going to do well in the Carolinas Conference this year, and between her, Coach at Barton, and the coach at Catawba, they all are very. Been in it for a little bit, and they're very good mentors when I just, not even actually talking on the phone, but just looking across and watching them coach, listening to what they do, scouting them. I learned something from all 3 of them.
For sure. Final thought before we let you go, get to your weekend and then come back here on Monday. A late charge by University of Mount Olive as he started to catch up. At one point, you know, you guys were up by about 20, and they started to kind of come back. Is that something maybe you think about? I know there are a lot of positives today, but maybe something you think about before Chill One on Monday. There's always things to work on. I guess that's just one of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said last night, we lack experience. We lack experience in a game. And when I started subbing, those new people that come in, they lack experience in a game as well. And so that's just another thing that we're going to have to improve on. Like today we improved on the turnovers. I just asked for improvement. Like we can't fix everything like that. And so that's just going to be something that we learn to fix over time.
Head coach Cameron Sealey now has her first win at Lenoir-Rhyne, a 90-79 victory for the Bears over the Trojans. And Lady Bears are back in action on Monday against the Hawks. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have you back here on Monday. Congrats, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Back here on the Bears Sports Network, breaking down this victory on this Saturday morning on Veterans Day, 90-79, the final, as the Lady Bears take down the Lady Trojans of Mount Olive. Standing here now with Justyce Swango. And Justyce, good game for you on this Saturday morning. 24 points, 7 of 13 from the floor. Had 6 of 7 from the line, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Now that I can put down your numbers, I can talk to you more about those numbers. And had a really strong game. I guess this is one of these games to where last night, a lot of turnovers, of course, a little bit of a struggle at times, but a big bounce back today. I know you were looking to do that and to take down a good Mount Olive team. A team that has a lot of history, very good in South Atlantic Conference play and also in Conference Carolinas play. What does this say about the team to come back only about, 10, 11 hours since that last game to come back and get a big win? You guys almost got to 100 points tonight.
Yeah, I think we just were really focused. We were just like, hey, you know what? We got the jitters out from yesterday, and let's just come back strong tomorrow. And I think we did that. We executed, we played together, and we stayed poised and confident. And I think that's what got us the win today.
You know, I was talking last night with Coach Cameron Sealey, and Coach was telling me it's a very young team, of course, her first year, a lot of freshmen and a lot of new players still getting their experience. And I know it's a long season, but this is a character-building win, like one of those early season wins to where you look back on it and think, you know, that was a critical time back in November 11th when we got a huge win. Maybe you're saying this in January and saying, you know what, that was a nice effort. We came back and corrected a lot of issues. Is that something you think about and maybe kind of want to put a bookmark here and you'll think back about this win a couple months from now?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think definitely for our freshmen, you know, getting that confidence on the floor. I mean, Kennedy knocking down open shots, I mean, that's huge for us. So I think just getting that confidence and freshmen getting that experience, and even some of the upperclassmen who didn't get a lot of time last year, I think it's just building our confidence. It's only going to help us in the end of the season.
I know, and final question, that we'll ask you here this morning. I know a lot of times you look at one player for a team, and that was tonight for Felicity Havens with University of Mount Olive. Kind of went through her at 41 points. When you look at one player like that, I know sometimes you can equate this to like WNBA, NBA, to where one player will go off, you kind of let that player have their points. Is that kind of what the strategy was tonight with Havens?
No, not at all. I mean, she was just making tough shots, you know. So we just tried to do the best we could and defend it, and you know, we did the best we could to hold her, but I mean, she made some tough shots tonight, but definitely don't just give, you know, the opponent the open looks. But yeah, she made tough shots tonight.
Speaking of making tough shots, that's what Justyce Swango did. And Swango with 24 points in this win, 90-79 the final. Good work today, and we'll have you back here on Monday.
Thank you.